Hi guys, welcome back. I hope you're doing well. I've not posted anything recently because I've been a bit unwell myself, and as you can probably tell in my voice, there's still a few remnants of it knocking about. But I've had a bit of a chest infection and a cold, and it seems to have lingered for the past 3 weeks. So I've still been out there filming, and I've got something a little bit different for you today, so just take a seat back and I hope you enjoy. The autumn equinox has just passed, and the leaves are starting to change colour, and some of them are falling to the ground, and there's definitely a cooler air knocking about. Today we're collecting some haws or hawthorn berries. They're looking pretty good right now, nice and ripe, so ready for picking. But these aren't the only juicy little morsels around. As I was picking these, just to the side there's a little oak tree, and we've got some large white cabbage caterpillars. Quite interesting how they're all gathered together there, keeping all snug and warm. But apparently they taste a little bit mustardy. This is part of their defence mechanism, and it keeps some of the rodents and birds and predators away. But I've not actually tasted one myself, so I can't verify that. They have many predators: birds, other plants, rodents and so forth. There is one predator though that's quite remarkable, and that's the wasp. And what that does, it stings a caterpillar and then lays an egg inside the caterpillar, and then that egg turns into larvae. And the larvae then devours the caterpillar from the inside out, being careful not to eat the caterpillar's organs and kill it too soon. So yeah, quite remarkable how nature works. So back at the homestead, I'm just separating the wheat from the chaff, as they say. So well, in this case the berries from the leaves, although you can actually you can eat the leaves, but not at this time of the year. They're a bit too rough and coarse, and they taste very bitter, but in the springtime they're a lot more palatable, let's say. You can use them for you could put them in salad, you know. They're fine and dandy to eat. And this is the common hawthorn, but there is a Midland hawthorn. As you can see, the lobes are more rounded, and this is a photograph taken in the springtime, so the haws are still green. But they're full of cram-packed full of vitamin C and Q10. Yeah, there's plenty of research out there on berries and the benefits of hawthorn berries and so forth. Q10, vitamin C, potassium. And so I'll leave a couple of links in the Dropbox, a few links in the Dropbox there, and if you've got any comments, any questions, or any hints or tips or your experiences, leave a comment and I'll get back to you. I've already collected my sloes for this year, and they're currently in the freezer then, because I just haven't got round to adding them to any liquor yet. I'm undecided whether to put them with gin, vodka, or maybe try something different. One thing you'll notice when you're collecting all your little berries like this, you'll get the odd bug and that, so just don't want to do you any harm. Bit of protein. But we'll wash all these anyway. I'll give them a good wash. So if we squash the berry like so, then when we transfer it into the muslin or the mosquito net in this case, then as we twist the mosquito net, it won't be such a major task. It'll be dead easy, hopefully, or a lot easier to separate the two. Then cutting down any risk of damaging the mosquito net. But there you go, not a bad harvest. So I'm going to put some more water in there now.
Oh, look at that. Smells okay, but okay. Smells okay, Dad. You pull my sleeve up so I'm not used to that. It looks so easy for you.
I'm strong. Right, go on, get your hands in, son. Just keep on mushing it up like that. Go on.
That sound though. I can't wait to wash my hands after.
Keep on doing that. What you do is you just keep on.
Delicious.
Yeah,
It's like fireworks.
Oh, there's loads there.
Oh, right. You might as well just take that plate because I can't get that.
Alright.
Because you've still got space.
You don't have to do it. Do you want me to just do this?
Yeah.
Alright.
No, you do that. I'll do. You want us to do like raspberries and stuff? Because I'll be okay to like mush those.
So once all the haws have turned into a mush and you're satisfied with the consistency, then you can add them to your mosquito net. And this way there's less chance of damaging your mosquito net as you twist and force the flesh of the haws through the mosquito net, leaving the pips inside. For all the goodness you get out of this fruit, you know, it's worth putting the time in and the effort. As soon as you fill the muslin and you start to twist the mosquito net, you'll feel the tension as it tightens, and as soon as you get to that point, then you slowly start twisting it. You'll see all the juices and you'll feel all the body of the fruit come out of the mosquito net. And it takes a bit of time and it is quite messy, but it's worth it in the end.
Wow, I never thought you were going to do that. Dad, that is impressive. Wow, looks yummy like honey. Oh, wow.
You pretty much got what we need out of that. It's a bit messy, isn't it?
Yep.
Right, well, just gonna pour some. Now we've mixed the blueberries and the raspberries, we just flatten it all out or spread it across the baking tray, and then get it to a sort of like an even consistency. Just the hawthorn berries on their own would probably take 10-15 minutes to set, but because we've added the blueberries and the raspberries, it'll take a bit more time to set. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stick it on top of the wood burning fire and let it dry out for a while. I don't want to cook the mixture, so I'm going to place these two pieces of wood underneath the baking tray to create the vacuum between, or the void between the fire and the baking tray. So that should just aid in the process of setting the actual mixture and drying it out. One of the advantages of having a wood burning fire is that often I can use it for drying out the polypore mushrooms and other fungi that I find, some of the edibles, and I can just dry it out around the fire, which is really good, and I can often use the polypores as fuel. They're very good burners. So it takes a bit of time and a bit of patience, but after a couple of 3 hours, this is what you're left with. And it's quite brittle at this point, so it needs a bit of time to sort of like really turn into a leathery type of consistency. But as you can see, it's very, very nutritious for you. It is delicious to eat, and it'll do you the world of good. And it's there. It's an edible, free for you to forage. So do a bit of research, have a look. Just don't take my word for it. Research and try it out. And when you try something like this out and get hands-on, it tends to imprint better on the brain. So guys, I hope you found it interesting, and with any type of foraging, whatever you pick, always double check, research, read some books. Don't just take what people on YouTube say. Do your own research before eating anything, and just take care while you're out there. So if you'd like to become a patron to the channel, then just click on the little patron icon in the about section, and you can add to the vitality of future posts and so forth. We've already got a couple in the bag that are in the process of editing right now, but yeah, please, if you can, every little bit helps. Become a patron and add to the channel. It just makes it, it's going to make it even more exciting and interesting, and help develop the channel into new and unforeseen things. So until next time guys, you take care. This is Hawthorn signing out, and see you on the next one.
Because this one's a bit more...